Hey everybody, got another experimental video for you. We're gonna do a Four Roses single barrel blend. All right, so this is the regular single barrel, which is OBSV. So all the regular single barrels are OBSV. This is a single barrel strength OESK. This is OBSK. So I wanna try, I got them blind, so I don't know what these are. Jordan poured them for me. They're not necessarily in this order. I don't know if they are. I'm gonna try them individually, and then I'm going to blend them all together and see what we can create. So I was listening to a video recently of on a Bourbon Pursuit podcast, if you ever heard of that one. There was just like this amateur guy that was a Four Roses fanboy. That's when all these single barrel strengths were just kind of readily available. He went on a bunch of barrel picks with them, and he was getting, 10 years, 11 years. He had a 17-year-old, and that just doesn't exist anymore. It'll come back eventually, maybe, but just they had so much old product from where no one was drinking stuff in the 90s and early 2000s. That's when stuff kind of started coming back up. So they still had all this super old distillate, and they were doing single barrel picks with them, and they do not do that anymore. It got down to the point at one time where it was like 8 years was pretty much the oldest one you could find. So this one is 8 years, 9 months, the OBSK. This one is 9 years, 6 months, the OESK. All right, so anyways, what he was doing was, I think he's got like 300 or 400 bottles of single barrel strength Four Roses, and he was just doing his own blends. He would try to recreate the LE, the limited release that they do every year, by just recreating what mash bill they use and what percentages. And it just was like, I got a few of them at home. Let me just try to do this myself. And again, this one's 100 proof, and these are store picks, but they're not group picks, right? So it's not some group going themselves and picking from the distillery. Usually store picks, depending on the size of your store, they could just be what's left over. So these might not necessarily be phenomenal picks themselves, but let's just get to it, okay? So glass number one. So it seems lower proof. So again, this is only 100 proof. These are about 120 a piece, almost exactly both of these. So it's a beautiful nose though. Thick, dark caramel spice, very Christmassy, very Christmassy. So the OBSV is their high rye mash bill. So it's the 35% corn. 35% rye, and both their mash bills are technically high rye. The other one's just a little bit lower. Let's go to the palate. That ain't 100 proof. That nose is way better now too. So I still get the dark like thick caramel with the spice, but that spice is really popping, and almost like some dark fruit on that as well. That's really good. Just kind of a rough estimate. I'll give that a 78. That's 78. All right, number two. Whoa, that is sweet. That's very sweet. So I'm assuming maybe this is the 20% rye mash bill. Okay, I got caramel on this one, but now, wow. And I think this might have been a fresh crack. I don't even think I've had this one yet. So it could be that one, because I don't remember any of these being that sweet. I can't tell what proof that is either. Like I've had a few, so I'm already acclimated. There was a little burn going down, but I didn't really feel much on the tongue, except for just the edges. Like, I don't know if could that be the 100 proof, the OBSV? I don't know, man. Man, that is just candy on the nose. Like more of a Werther's Original with a little bit of pepper in it. So this is this was like a dark, soft caramel. This is more of a hard Werther's Original, a little bit lighter, more sugary, but with some pepper in there. that finish is all spice, but not like hot, like feeling, but like on the tongue, a lot of spice. The sweet's not really there with the palate. Okay, number 3. So if you're ever trying to do blinds, these colored blends are pretty handy because I can't see the color with anything, so I can't tell. It's like, obviously this one's really light. So if you're ever trying to do a blind, this helps a lot too. And they're really aesthetically pleasing. I have 2 high ryes. The OBSK is the high rye as well. The OESK is the low rye. But this one's really sweet too. So if you don't know, kind of a little lesson, Four Roses too. Four Roses has 10 different recipes. So they have 5 different yeast strands. They have 2 different mash bills. So they have a high rye and a low rye mash bill, and then 5 different yeast strands. And the yeast strands are going to change the effect of everything. It's going to change the flavor. So even though your ingredients are X corn, X rye, X barley, same barrel, same warehouse, the different yeast strands you use will affect that flavor. Even the little tags on the single barrel strengths, they'll give you kind of random flavor notes with all the different recipes. So it's really, really, really cool. So the E and the B are the mash bills. The last letter is going to be the yeast strand. The O and the S are always going to be the same. That means it's Four Roses and then it's on their location. But the second and fourth letter is what's going to change. All right, let's go to the fourth again, or go to the third again. This one's sweeter, but not in as much of a caramel way, more of a maybe a honey way, maybe like a sweet honey. I want to say these are the barrel strengths. That this was the OBSV, and again, I'm saying that because of the proof. If these were all the same proof, I wouldn't be able to pick that out. But this is actually my favorite. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. A lot more spice and fruit on this one, to be honest. But now let's mix them. Okay. So again, this is gonna be a blend of OBSV, OESK, and OBSK. I mean, this is the best components of all 3 of them. It's got the sweet caramel, it's got the sweet honey, it's got the spice. That's what's so cool about Four Roses is the diversity that they have, the versatility they have to produce different flavors and components. And again, and that's just with their mash bills. Then you have the age, you have the barrel, you have the location in the rick house. That's a good drink. So yeah, all those best components, they translate. It's not as sweet on the palate as I want it to be for whichever one was the sweetest. I think it was the OBSV, but man, that's good. That's very good. I'm gonna go one more time. I'm gonna give that 82. I'm gonna 82. So let me know what y'all think about this. If you are a Four Roses fan and you got single barrel strengths, if you ever done this kind of stuff, let us know what you think. But see y'all in the next video.